This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Let's get to our main event, and this is quite the match. Even though I love the Undertaker Mankind match because of what it would go on to be, this Shawn Michaels Davey Boy is an underrated main event. It feels like everybody talks about Austin 316, and that's pretty much it. But the deal here is Mr. Perfect comes out as referee, and they're teasing that he's going to be a heel ref throughout the show. He's even been dressing in Jim Cornette's team's dressing room, and he has some choice words with Shawn Michaels earlier in the show. And Gorilla Monsoon comes out and says that Mr. Perfect is going to be the outside the ring ref, and that Earl Hebner would be the referee in the ring. Meltzer would say the first 18 minutes of the match consisted of Bulldog holding Michaels generally in a headlock, working high spots off of that headlock. And at one point, Shawn went for a power slam, and Smith reversed it into one of his own. But Michaels gets behind him, goes for the super kick. Davey blocks it and hits a clothesline. Meltzer would continue. The last few minutes were one near fall after another until the dreaded Hebner bump. So that's like number 3, I think, on the night. Michaels does an elbow off the top and a terribly weak looking super kick. Perfect jumps in to make the count, as did Hebner. Perfect stopped counting at 2, but Hebner counted 3 for the win. And after the match, Owen Hart, who was wearing a cast, hit the ring, and Shawn Michaels basically beat up both guys for a while until they got the 2-on-1 on him. And then Ahmed Johnson comes in, and then here comes Vader. Cornette is going to hit Jose Lothario with the tennis racket. Owens has Michaels with the cast. And finally, Warrior comes in, slams Vader off the top. The heels run off, and we're essentially setting up our main event for the next In Your House, which is International Incident on July 21st in Vancouver. Meltzer loved the match, though, and gave it 4.25 stars. I think you could argue that Davey had some of his best matches in the WWF with Shawn and Brett. This was no exception, right?
No. And it proved that Davey could do it as often as he wanted to.
Yeah.
Some people had issues with Davey that he didn't turn it on all the time. And he was really, really good. So when somebody allows their performance to slip down a notch, it's more noticeable because Davey was that good. But Davey was motivated. That alpha male ego is a strange cat. And Davey knew that Shawn wasn't going to slow down. Shawn wasn't going to phone anything in because Shawn. And I think that Davey delivered the goods that day. And he showed everybody just how good he could be. But can we see it all the time? Or do we have the ability to see that, all that consistency? It's like, seeing Bret Hart wrestle. And by the way, what a great documentary recently on Bret. I thought it was good. I thought it was really well done. One of the better ones, quite frankly. That Bret always delivered, but that was Bret. Bret was a different cat, man. Bret was the John Wayne guy, and I never saw him have a bad match with anybody. Hell, I remember one time we booked him with Hakushi. Remember Hakushi, Conrad, the Japanese
tremendous performer.
Tattoo, absolutely, and nobody knew it, but Bret did.
Yeah.
And Bret goes out there and makes him look like $1 million. So that's kind of what we wanted out of Davey. Davey's a veteran, experienced, had been around a lot of great talents over his career. His training in Calgary in Stu Hart's territory was very valuable, but you just wanted to see it more often.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.